Time to make the coffee. Today's flavor is chocolate raspberry by Barissimo, one of my favorites. It's from Aldi's, and I did stock up on it this year because they only have that out at certain times of the year, so I wanted to make sure I had enough. It's really good with the white chocolate raspberry International Delight creamer. And I frothed some of that up this morning, and I'm looking forward to this cup of coffee. So today's high is only going to be 23. Yesterday I ventured out, had some errands to run, had to return something to Amazon, and I had to return something to Mark's. I had a little delivery. I got eggs. And I also got some salsa, and they sent me medium salsa instead of mild salsa. So I returned that, and then I went and I took my mom shopping. And the two of us just kind of bummed around in the stores a little bit, and then I went home. So, but now I'm glad I can stay home and I don't have to go out for a while, because it was really cold. That wind yesterday was really, really icy. So, and it's pretty icy out with the snow melting. The sun came out and it melted it all into ice. So, anyway, that was my adventure out in the world yesterday. And today I'm glad I can stay home. So, yeah, it's going to be cold again today. I don't know, winter just lasts forever around here. You know, it seems like we have 6 months of winter, and then we have summer, spring, and fall all in the other 6 months. But okay, that's fine. You know, we'll just deal with it as we need to. So, I don't know, I've been thinking about if I'm going to do any winter sowing this year. And since I'm trying to cut back on the gardening, I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. I might just end up buying starts at Mark's, because I really don't want to spend all my time gardening, working in the garden. I'd rather spend the time in the garden relaxing and enjoying the garden. So I got some nice thick foam here from my little foamer. I don't even know what brand it is, but I like it. So let's give the coffee a taste. Cheers. Oh, that's yummy. So, I have to clean my kitchen today. I've got some dishes in the sink I have to clean, and some things I have to put away. So it was really nice when the kitchen looked primo, and I just could walk in and didn't have anything that needed to be done. And I want to get it back in shape before it gets out of control. So, okay, in the meantime, I will meet you over there at the budget book. All right, here I am back at my budget book. Well, yesterday I didn't spend any money. There was really nothing I needed. I did take my mom shopping. We went to Dollar Tree, and she likes some of their things like their mango juice, and she'll buy their shelf-stable milk. She likes those little Jell-O containers. So she does get a few things at Dollar Tree. So we went there, and then we went to Mark's. Sometimes we go to Aldi's, sometimes we go to Mark's. We hadn't been to Mark's in a while. We've been doing mostly Aldi's. And I prefer shopping at Aldi's. First of all, it's cheaper, and secondly, you're kind of more limited in your choices, so you're not wandering around the store as long as when you go to Mark's. And of course, when I go to Mark's, I always go and look in their junk aisle. I call it the junk aisle. But I have gotten some really phenomenal buys looking around in there. But since I'm trying to keep this on a low spend, I didn't even look in the junk aisles. So, because I always find something interesting to buy there. But, yeah, I didn't spend any money. So I have plenty of eggs. I bought those on Sunday. So I really don't need anything. So my mission is still to cook down the freezer as much as possible. I am rebuying things that I use all the time, like the it's not Impossible chicken. Well, you know, anyway, it's the chicken tenders that aren't chicken. So I do restock those, and, you know, some of the vegetarian and vegan meats, I do rebuy those. But I still have a lot of that stuff in the freezer. So I want to use most of that up before I buy new. But I do want to try and save money on food because, you know, not to sound like a broken record, but I have to have my basement bathroom fixed after the leak, and I have to have my deck replaced. So those two things have to be done this year. And I think I'm going to hold off on the new windows until 2026, and then I'll get some more windows because a lot of my windows have, the seal has been broken, and it gets to the point where you can't even see out the window, which, you know, isn't good. It doesn't look good. So anyway, but that, I think I'm going to have to just save up some more money because my house has been a money pit for the last 2 years. But I'm hoping that since everything will be fixed, that it'll give me a little rest for a while. But we'll see, you know, I mean, some houses continuously turn into a money pit. But anyway, yeah, so I'm trying to keep it on the low spend. And if I can do no spend at least a couple weeks in January and February, and it doesn't have to do a no spend all at once. You know, I just kind of spread it out. Some days are spending, some days are no spending. So it works out real well for me that way. And I don't have to feel deprived because if I need something, then, you know, I'll go ahead and buy it on that particular day. And then maybe the next day or two, I'll do a no spend. Anyway, that works out for me. And I know a bunch of you also track the days you spend and you don't spend. So, and for those of you that are new here, this sheet is only for discretionary spending. It's not for medications, and it's not for household expenses. It's mainly on food and other things like clothing, you know, anything that I could really do without. I mean, I know I can't do without food, but I can certainly control the amount of food that money I spend on food. So, okay, that's it on my little budget chat for today, and we'll see how I do. Right, well, let's carry on with the morning and have some coffee. Cheers. I'm so glad you're here. I love talking with you guys, and I know I'm really talking to a camera, but I actually feel like I'm speaking with you. I consider you my friends, and I really enjoy making these videos and interacting with you in the comments. I really enjoy that. So I just want to let you know that I appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos and come and visit with me. And I know a lot of you come every day and we have a nice coffee chat. So I want to do a reading with Life Lessons again by Julia Cameron, and it's 125 prayers and meditations. So I'll be doing this for a while, and I know a lot of you do like it, and I like it too. So today's thoughts are, gentle one, how you please the forces of good. We are attuned to your whispers. We remind you that all prayers are answered, however small. You speak to us gently and we respond. We hear your soft voice. Your requests come to us on waves of grace. Speaking quietly, you capture our attention. We bring you blessings. Our goodwill is palpable. Open your heart. So, I know some people are very much into prayer, into having a connection with God, and other people don't believe, and that's, whatever floats your boat is what you should believe. But I've been doing a lot of spiritual searching, let's put it that way. And I think as you get older, you look for answers that try to make sense out of life, out of everything. And if you think about how odd the universe is, and why do we have huge suns and planets, and the way the universe replenishes itself by blowing up stars, and there's so many things that really don't make a lot of sense. And if you've ever seen like maps of the universe, it looks like a big huge brain, and it looks like it functions just the way a brain functions, a human brain or an animal brain. And you might think I'm a little cuckoo, but maybe the sun's blowing up or whatever's happening are like neurons firing, because that's kind of what happens in your brain. And the universe has all those webs. It's all connected with a web. So sometimes I watch a lot of videos on space and things that they've discovered, and it's almost like everything gets more and more huge as we go on, and then every other thing goes more and more into the small world of, and I don't know, I've always thought that somewhere the two meet, the very minuscule and the huge, they meet somewhere, and that's how it all works. But I don't know, that's just my thoughts. If you have some thoughts about the universe and what you think, how it works, let me know in the comments below. We may have an Einstein out there that doesn't even know it. But if you think about it, that makes as much sense as anything else, that maybe we're living in a huge brain, and that's our concept of God, and it connects all of us and all our thoughts. And there's stranger things that could be going on out there, but all in all, a lot of it just, we can't wrap our brain around it, let's put it that way. And maybe we're not meant to, or maybe someday we'll figure it out. Even, I know I've talked about it before, life after death. There's so many documented near-death experiences out there that, there's a good chance that maybe, there is life after death. And I think there is. You know, I think that maybe we go into another realm, or, you know, I don't know. You know, I don't have the answers, but I give those things a lot of thought. And especially as I get older, it's like you want some answers to these things because, you know, you kind of know, or we all kind of have the same ending, so to put it. Not to be depressing or anything like that, because I'm not trying to do that, but let's face it, you know, sometimes we search for answers, for spiritual answers, for, you know, what is life all about? What's my life calling? Am I doing the things that I was put on the earth to do, or am I missing the boat? You know, these are all things that kind of go through my mind. And I know a lot of other people feel that way too. So anyway, that's one of the reasons I like this little book. It keeps me thinking about different things, and it sort of triggers my curiosity as to why this and why that. So anyway, that's my little reading for today, and I don't know what I'm going to do the rest of the day. Right now I'm going to finish my coffee. I like to answer my YouTube comments in the morning, usually when I wake up. If I wake up early especially, I'll start answering my comments and see what you guys have to say, what's going on in your world. And so that's what I do, and then I drink my coffee and have conversations with you. So, all right, well, I'll be back in a little bit, and we'll see what meals for one I can come up with. I enjoy doing that, just sort of simple meals that don't take a whole lot of time to do. Or if they do, I like to use my slow cooker or my Instant Pot, which I haven't used in a long time. I should get that out of the cupboard. Maybe make some soup. I don't know. All right, well, I'll be back. Okay, let's put together some brunch. So these are the ingredients I'm going to use. I'm going to use this miniature frying pan. It's just the right size. I'm also going to, for dinner, going to make a lentil soup with these peas and carrots, and I'm going to make it in my Dash mini rice cooker. So I'm using small appliances because it's easier to portion control in them. So in my breakfast brunch, I'm going to have some vegetarian sausage, sweet onion, 2 eggs, some hash browns, cheese, and salsa. Well, in here, in my little frying pan, this is how big it is, perfect size. For cooking for one, I have the hash browns, vegetarian sausage, I have some sweet onion in here, and then I'll be adding some egg and salsa and taco cheese. So that's going to be this morning's brunch. And then I'm also going to make a little soup in my little Dash mini rice cooker. And I like small appliances like this because it helps me control portion size. So that's what I'm going to use to cook. And I got this on Amazon, and it's the perfect size. It's just what I was looking for. I was looking for one for quite a while. And this is an Elite Gourmet. And it wasn't expensive. It was like $20, something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and let this cook, and that will be well. Here's my breakfast cooking. I need to add the egg and the salsa and the cheese, and this is going to be dinner. In here I have lentils and seasoning, seasoned salt, and I also put some of this tomato basil seasoning in there that I got at Dollar Tree. And when the lentils are almost done, I'm going to add this mixture of veggies, and that'll be dinner for tonight, quick and easy. Meals for one. Well, here is this morning's brunch. I think that looks good. I have enough for one more meal. And also I have some fennel tea here. I love eggs and salsa. So that was a quick and easy brunch using what I have. Okay, the lentils are tender. And now I'm going to add all the veggies. It's got potatoes, corn, peas and carrots. So I'm just going to put that in and then let it heat up again. And my dinner will be ready for tonight. All right, here are my lentils. They're very delicious. Now if I want to, it's more like a stew now, and that's fine. But if I wanted to, I could add more water or broth of some sort and make it thinner. But I think I'm just going to eat it this way because it's very tasty. So using my small appliances and cooking for one. Well, it is snowing again, and I have an Amazon package here, and I know what it is. I ordered some ball casters, the screw-in kind, and they're from, they're for my ottoman. So yeah, it's snowing again. I imagine the plow people will be here before too long. It's a very fine snow, but it needs to go away. My friends, it's snowing again. Yes, it is. My daughter called me and said, I'm going to Costco. You want to go, Mom? So I said, yeah, I do need a couple things. I want to see if they still have those David's cookies. They're like the pecan meltaways. Oh, they're so good. So if they do, I think they were $14 for a big tin. I'm kind of thinking they probably just had them for the holidays, but I'm going to check it out anyway. And if they have it, I'm going to get another tin of those. And I do need some dog food, and there was some, pee pads for Lizzie. I trained Lizzie both to go outside and inside because she's such a little dog that, you know, when it's snowing like it is, she has a hard time, and I don't want to have to go out there and shovel a path on the deck constantly to let her out. So I trained her to both, and I figured as I get older, it's going to be harder to let them out. Now Bandit, he can, you know, he's fine. He's a little bit bigger dog, so he's okay. He doesn't mind going out in the snow. But, you know, she's like, oh, no, that's cold. I'm not going out there. So rather than having her make a mess all over my house, I just decided to train her to some pee pads. She does go outside too, but that just works out better for me. And at one point I had thought about putting a pet door to the garage because my laundry room is right there. And I thought, you know, just putting the pee pad in the garage. But I just have them in my dining room. I tuck it away where it's not real visible. It works out just fine. So, yeah, I'm going to go to Costco with my daughter, and I'm not buying anything spectacular, so I'm not even going to show you what I bought because it's not going to be that interesting. But I am glad I finished up dinner before I go. Excuse me. Tickle in my throat. So anyway, that's all I have for you today, my friends. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share, and thanks for watching.